So I don't know anything about gardening, but one thing I do know is that would you ever plant a seed and then yell at the seed expecting it to grow right away? No. No, you wouldn't, would you? Even if you don't know anything about gardening, you know that's not a good strategy in order to grow crop or plants or trees or whatever. Like, I don't know the correct term, right? Because I don't know anything about gardening. But one thing that I do know is that it is not going to work for you if you decide to plant a seed in the ground and then yell at said seed to try to get it to become a plant. So why would you do the same thing when communicating to people in your life? Think about it. Now, I get it. Like, sometimes, now you have things that you want from people, right? The people around you, the people you are in relationship with. You want them to, be a certain way, do certain things because it makes you feel good, because, it needs to be done. Okay, I get that. And that's okay. It's okay to have those. It's okay to have those needs and those wants, and those fair expectations. It's okay to have those. What's not okay is to expect expect the people that you're dealing with to just do what you say to do, right? That doesn't even work with children. I'm not a parent, but it doesn't even work with children. Like, if you have kids, you know that. You know that doesn't work with kids. So why would you try that with another adult, right? So, and I'm using the example of, say for instance, you got someone who wants more affection from their partner, from their spouse, right? And they're constantly accusing their spouse of not being affectionate, not touching them, not doing anything with them sexually, whatever the case may be, right? You're accusing them of not knowing how to, and I used this example yesterday, but, not knowing how to love, right? Or you're accusing them of not being affectionate, or not, being touchy-feely, whatever, or, you're accusing them of not, cleaning the house the way you like it cleaned, or doing the dishes, as often as you would like, or something. Whatever the expectation is, right? Now you're accusing them of not living up to your expectations, your standards, right? But again, going back to the garden example, right? If you want something to grow and to come into fruition, if you want fruit to bear, you have to plant seeds. You have to water those seeds. You have to give those seeds sunlight and room to grow. They have to take root into the ground. You know what I mean? That way they're strong enough when they sprout out of the ground and become an entire tree or an entire plant, whatever the case may be, right? But it has to root itself into the soil, right? Problem is like you're jamming the seed into the ground. You're not watering it, you're not patient, and you're yelling at it trying to get it to grow. Again, it doesn't work like that. You have to take the garden approach. If there's an expectation that you have, first of all, you have to know your expectations from the get-go. Before you even get in a relationship with somebody, before you even meet somebody, you have to know what your expectations are. You have to know what type of person you are, what you require in your life, what you need in your life, and the people in your life have to meet those standards and those requirements in order to be in your life. Otherwise, they shouldn't be in your life, or they don't need to be in your life, right? Otherwise, you're just doing everything on accident. Otherwise, you're just, putting yourself out there and hoping for the best. You know what I mean? So set your standards from the get-go before you even get started. and then communicate those standards. Let people know, like, hey, this is what I need. This is what I require. This is what, in order for me to give you the full version of me, in order for me to, help you grow, give you the space in the environment and the water to help you grow, I need this and this from you, right? And so, you're planting a seed. Those are, like I said, those are seeds. When you communicate those expectations and let people know, like, hey, this is how I live my life, and if you want to be a part of it, I need this and that done, right? You don't have to do it. Going forward, it'll determine how much of me I give you. But if you want the full me, these are the things that I need, right? And you sit back and you wait and you let it take root. Sometimes it doesn't take root. Not every seed becomes a plant, right? And again, I don't know anything about gardening, so don't try to check my knowledge on that. But not every seed is going to take root. You might communicate something to your spouse and that doesn't work for them. It doesn't attach itself to the ground. It doesn't work for the soil, quote unquote. It doesn't work for them and how they operate, right? So all you can do is plant seeds, and then you can water those seeds, and then create an environment to where those seeds can actually grow. And then, as the plant starts to break through the ground, continue to water it. Hey, I appreciate you, doing the dishes the way I like. I appreciate you, I don't know, being more affectionate. I appreciate you helping me with the kids, right? I appreciate you, whatever it is that you require, that you need, right? That's watering the seed that you planted. It's starting to grow because this person is doing the things that you have asked of them, right? Like I said, you watering those seeds and giving them the space, giving them the sunlight, giving them the space to be able to grow, that behavior, or that, you know what I mean? Not necessarily being all down their throat about it, right? Give them their room, give them their space. Eventually that seed will grow to the point where it has now become part of their quote unquote forest. It has become part of their routine. It's like they don't even have to think about it anymore. You don't have to remind them. Now it becomes a part of who they are. You know what I mean? Because you gave them the space to let that seed grow into a plant, into a particular behavior that you were asking for, right? And again, it does not happen from, you shoving the seed into the dirt and then screaming at them, screaming at the seed. It doesn't work like that, and I'm equating that to, again, having that accusatory language, telling somebody that they're not this and they're not that, and expecting them to do what you want. It doesn't work like that. And then having a little hissy fit and arguing and yelling at them, when they don't do what you want them to do or what you expect of them to do, right? You got to plant those seeds. You got to water those seeds. You got to give that seed room to grow, right? And then when that seed actually, and again, I don't know a whole lot about gardening, but I'm guessing, you probably don't come water that seed, let me not say that, because that's probably not accurate. So I'm not even going to try to make that assumption. But anyway, but you take care, once you plant that seed, right, you take care of it differently from how it how you take care of it when it actually grows into a plant. That's what I was trying to say, right? I'm the process of taking care of that seed is a little bit different from, you know, taking care of it once it actually grows into a plant. Once it grows into a plant, now you got to keep the bugs off of it and all of that, And like I said, I don't know anything about gardening, right? But I hope I hope this brought somebody value. I really do. Like, share, subscribe, share this with somebody. Let me know in the comments below if this brought you some value, if this made sense, or if you are a gardener. Feel free to roast me in the comments. I can take it. All right, I can take it. Anyway, hope this brought you some value. Talk to you next time.